Hey everyone, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for visiting. Hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. It's Saturday and I need to get outside and do some tidying up outside in the garden. I still have some tomatoes I need to cut down and just some things I need to clean up in the garden. But I at least got all my dahlias dug, so they're in the shop and tucked away for winter, or at least until I start dividing them anyways. And I got all my daffodils and tulip bulbs planted, so those are two big things checked off my list for this week. So all good stuff. So anywho, I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. I thought I would come on and share a few cards that I've made over the past few days with you. So what I did was I don't know if you're like me, I have a little stash of paper cuts next to my paper cutter. They're just like the little scraps and pieces that get left over when I cut down a 6x6 for something if I don't use all of it on the card that I'm making. So I have all of these random pieces of paper sitting over there by my paper cutter, and I thought, why don't I just grab a handful of these, take them over to my desk, and see about making some scrappy pieced together backgrounds that I can use for cards. So that's what I did. So this is the pile of papers that I've pulled from. There's all kinds of stuff in here, from florals to Christmas to more florals, garden-y stuff, so more Christmas, vintage, fresh, you know, all different kinds of papers in here. So I just pulled a few things out of here and thought I would put them to use. I've done this before where I take scraps from my paper bin and do scrappy backgrounds with them. I don't remember what video that was, but it's probably been a couple years, but it allowed me to create a whole bunch of cards really quickly. So I thought, since I had a little time this morning and earlier this week to color some images, that I would put some of these to use. So let me show you some of the other stuff that I used. I used my Sunflower Angel stamp. This looks awful. But just because I've used her so much. But this is my Sunflower Angel stamp that I did with Whippersnapper Designs. And I know she's, there's still a few, I think, available on their website. And it is whippersnapperdesigns.com is their website. So I used her, and then I also used my scallop stitched circle set from IO. This is, I don't think this is available anymore, but you might have it in your stash, or you might have something similar in your stash. Basically, I just used the stitched circle from this set. And then I also used, of course, some of the papers that I showed you. And then on a couple of my cards, I used this stamp that I picked up at the Art Reuse It shop here locally earlier this week. And this is one from Peddlers Pack. And so I thought this was so cute, I wanted to use it right away, so I made a couple cards with it as well. So you may have seen a video I did earlier this week where I colored the image. Well, now I've made it into a card. So let me go ahead and share my cards with you. I'll start with the Sunflower Angel. So here's the first one. I colored her in aqua, a little aqua gown and an aqua hair bow. And so then when I grabbed that stash of paper, I just pulled out fun colors that kind of reflected in the illustration that I colored. So the polka dot aqua color I thought looked really nice with her dress, and then the flowers I thought pulled really nicely with this, and then the pinks, of course, just kind of pull her skin tones. So I thought this was a fun way to make a quick scrappy background for a card. So this piece of green had a big corner section cut out of it, and so that's why I had to add something up here in the front on the corner to cover the hole that was there. And then it was kind of unevenly cut on this side as well, so I added this little extra strip here. So I think it turns out really cute. I love doing scrappy cards like this. So little button here from my friend Mary. Thank you, Mary. And little piece of Dollar Tree cotton ribbon there. So that's the front. The inside's blank, and then the back I just used another piece of the paper, stamped my handmade stamp by, and of course signed my name. So that's the first card. My second one is also one of the Sunflower Angels, and in this one I colored her dress pink and her hair bow pink. And so when I pulled paper out for this card, I tried to pull colors that pulled from her hair. So the yellow polka dot I thought looked really nice with her hair, and it kind of brings out the sunflowers as well, even though they're not colored the same color. And again, the pink with her dress, and of course it kind of brings out the flush pink in her cheeks, in her skin too. So and then this little floral piece is actually attached to this pink piece. You know, it's the little topper. When you get a 6x6 pad, they have a little, you know, peek at what's the next page, that's what that is there. So, but again, this piece had a section taken out of this lower corner, like I had probably die cut a circle or something, and so it was just cutting off the corner here. So I placed that little scrappy piece over the top of it. Here's the circle die that I used as well. I used the same circle die on all of the cards. And this one, of course, I used my little May Arts twine. That's the spool of twine, and it is in the color SM09, and it's from May Arts. So that's my second card. I don't know if you can tell, but they got splattered, they got splattered, spritzed, sprayed, whatever, with glitter. So they're super sparkly, of course. The inside of this one has a little piece of paper that wraps around from the back side. So on the back, you can see I added another piece of that paper, and here you can see the little peek strip of the next page is that pink plaid, and then the floral print. So I just wrapped it to the other side because I thought, why cut off that and just waste it? So I just tucked it over and it glued it down. So that's my second card. My third card is the same angel, same die, just different papers that were in my little scrap stash. And so she's got the lavender colored dress, and I don't think I actually used any lavender in the printed papers, but I thought the yellows went nice with her hair, and especially with the flowers. And so I just thought these kind of papers looked cute with the purple image. And then on the inside, I added a piece of pink gingham. So it doesn't even match the papers on the front. And then on the back side, I just wrapped that piece of pink gingham around to the back. So that is my third card. Then I did cards with the stamp from Peddlers Pack. And here's the one that you saw me color if you watched that video. So I colored the bears like they're polar bears. Aren't they cute? I just love their little faces. Holy cow. That's just adorable. So this is the one I colored with them being white. And such a fun little scene, the snowball scene. This paper here is, I think it's called Warm and Cozy. And I think it's an Echo Park paper pack. But it has a lot of earth tones and snowflakes and kind of woodland theme. So I pulled two papers from that were in my little scrap stash and used those, added a little mitten charm on the front. The inside of this one is just blank. And then the back has another piece of paper from that same collection. So you can see how it's kind of like a wood grain snowflake. So that'd be fun to add to that side. So, and then of course they got a good spritz of glitter too. So it's a real frosty day that they're out having a snowball fight. And this image was colored with alcohol markers and colored pencil for detail. These images, the girls, I think were just colored with, looks like just alcohol markers. She might have a little bit of colored pencil detail in her hair. But yeah, I think everything else is just markers for those. But these were definitely colored with pencils and markers. So that's a little cutie. And then my last card is the same image, but instead of coloring them like polar bears, I colored them like black bears, and then the little baby cubs are brown. I probably should have done it the other way around. I should have colored mama bear brown and made the cubs darker, but nah, they're in this world, the cubs are brown. I colored his snowsuit a different color. I originally colored it green, and this one I colored it blue. And then I got a little heavy-handed. I was distracted. I think I was watching a YouTube video or something, and I was not really paying much attention to what I was doing, but I got a little heavy-handed, I think, on my snowball coloring. They got a little dark, but that's all right. That's all right. So, but I think these little girls over here are so cute. Well, I assume that one's a girl. Who knows? This one, she's got long braided hairs, so she is so cute. But this was so fun to color, and then you can see the detail that I added to the bear with the colored pencil. So once I had the bear colored in markers, then I was able to go back in and give it texture and make the hair look like actual hair. Same thing with the little cubs. They all have little textures with hair, and I did that using color pencil once I had the bears colored with markers. So I think the bears turned out so sweet. I love the black bear's face. So those are the cards I have to share with you today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and rest of the weekend. And the weather is not too terrible where you are. I know some of you are in Colorado and that area and getting lots and lots of snow, so I hope you can all dig out and I don't know, spend some time this weekend at least doing something other than shoveling snow. So, but anywho, thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye.